Hi, this is Stephen. We're looking at I want to say power chords. Actually, it's really an alternative to power chords for electric guitar. And what we're doing is we're playing three-string chords on that are really voicings for kind of lead electric playing. Although for you rhythm players, you can basically slide these anywhere on the fretboard and kind of get some lower tones going if that's what you need to do. But if you look at what I'm doing, basically it's a 1-5-1. I'm actually playing on the D string 7th fret, G string 9th fret, and B string 10th fret. I'm playing an A here, open A. And if you think about it, this is really the same as playing. If you pretend my finger is the end of the nut there, it's just taking that shape and sliding it up. So you can slide this anywhere you want. Okay, you can take this shape anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a 1, 4, 5, 6 chord progression within this, and show you a couple different ways you can play those chords. Okay, so the 1, you can play a 4 by simply, you notice my finger's flattened here, letting go of this finger, that's a 4. Now notice I'm also muting the top E string as well as kind of pushing my finger against this A string to keep it from ringing out, just in case I'm not strumming accurately. So you don't want to hear those strings. So this is the 1 again. Again, lift this up to play a 4. Okay. Really cool thing about this, you can slide this up. Just take this shape, slide it up 2 frets, and this is now your 5. Back to your 4. Back to your 1. Okay. If you think about it, the really cool thing about these shapes are they're not minor or major, so you can use them, and you don't need to know if it's a minor chord or a major chord. You can just slide it there and it'll work. Let me go back to this real quick. I'll show you a real quick way to play the minor 6, probably the easiest way, and then show you the way that I really prefer. So let's go back to this. 1, 4, 5, and then you can do, logically go up 2 more to play a 6. Okay, 5, 4, 1. Okay, you'll see me put my finger over sometimes. So I'm trying to mute these other strings, just kind of muting all over with this finger. So in this shape, there's another way to play a 5. There's also another way to play a 4, and I'll show you those real quick. Okay. So to play the minor 6, you just put this finger here. That's a very difficult. I shouldn't say very difficult, but honestly, live playing this is not the easiest. So what I end up doing is not playing this string and just muting. Mute that string. Okay. I prefer that to going way up here with the minor chord. And end up just kind of muting that string. Then for a 5, again, here's my 1. You just move this finger down, and this one comes down 1 here. Again, you're muting this middle string, the D string. Okay, so that's a 5. If you're playing an A, this would be a 5. Back to the 1. Okay, so let me show you real quickly these shapes, and then just kind of in use. So Mighty to Save in the key of A would sound like this. Okay, before we're done, I just want to show you one more thing. If you think about it, kind of a little bit into the theory, of maybe the circle of fifths or something like that, kind of far above my real understanding. But you can actually take these shapes and start. This could be your 1 shape. Say this is actually an E. Say you're playing in the key of E, you could actually play this shape as your 1 and then use the other chords, and they would really turn into your 4 and 5. So you could start on a song like this. This would be your 5, and this would be your 4, and this would be your 1. Same kind of idea. You could take this chord, the one where you're flattening, which I had showed you was a 4. This would be a D chord. And you could play a song like this. This could be your 5, 4, and then 1. So, hope that's helpful. Once you figure out where all these chords are all over the neck, it really opens things up. I find them very, very useful to playing, and really for lead guitar playing, it really fills in a frequency and a voicing that you really need.